Dances to Go is a collaboration of award-winning choreographers and talented performers. Our artistic backgrounds include dance, music, drama, and television. We have created fun and teachable routines for you and all of your students. Our choreography collection is easily downloadable online and is refreshed each season. Dance teachers, we offer downloadable choreography in ballet, jazz, lyrical, tap, and hip-hop. We even have choreography for preschool teachers. Like Dances to Go on Facebook and learn more at dancestogo.com. For over 75 years, Grosh Backdrops has been supplying the dance industry with top quality backdrops and drapery from an unmatched selection. With over 5,000 backdrops in inventory, the largest in the scenic rental industry, Grosh Backdrops is sure to have the perfect backdrop to complement your recital or special event. Visit grosh.com for all of your backdrop needs. Grosh Backdrops and Drapery is an official sponsor of the Kiner Hour. Let's talk dance with ASHANI MFUKO. Would you like to advertise your company's products or services on the Kiner Hour? Become one of our sponsors and get extensive online promotion and advertising for your business. Email info@kinerinterprises.com for more information on our affordable and competitive sponsorship packages. Businesses of all types are welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's the Kiner Hour.
are you ready for start time?
Let's talk dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what this is coming down to, y'all.
ASHANI.
All right, let's bring to the stage.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Kiner Hour. Let's talk dance with ASHANI MFUKO. That's me, your host, ASHANI MFUKO, live from New York City on TalkingAlternative.com. In the studio with Shocka. Oh, yeah. Having a good time. Man, we were talking during the commercial break. Now I need to bring some of that back so that you guys can hear about it. So first I asked you about the term pop locking, which we've all heard. And I personally don't know what that is. I know popping and I know locking, pop locking together. I have no idea. But what's your take on that term?
I would say there are some people on the West Coast that use the term pop locking, and they may have had their own explanations for it. I'm more familiar with the separation of what popping is and what locking is. So we don't use it here.
Right.
You know?
New York, definitely
No,
not.
but if someone can show what it is and it's different from what is technically called popping and what's technically called electric boogaloo, we welcome it because it's another way of being different.
Right. Right. So for those who don't know, who don't have a clue what locking is, can you describe, I know you have to see it, but can you describe what the style of locking within the hip-hop genre is?
Okay, first let's say this. Locking was adopted by hip-hop because technically it was before hip-hop.
Right.
There was no such term in the early 70s. And the dance came about because of Don Campbell, and he used to call his group the Campbell Lock Dancers. So he was trying to learn things like the robot and the funky chicken. And every time he would try to do these moves, he would mess up because he couldn't dance at all. And he would just lock himself in positions, and people would laugh,
Right.
you know, because he didn't get the first dance he was trying to learn right. So one day would laugh, you know, he'd think of something else to do. He'll point to a girl in the crowd, you know, and that would get people's attention. It's like, to him, everything he thought was wrong had became right.
Right.
He would accidentally fall on his butt. It became like the seat drop.
Right.
You know, so in some instances, he would put his hand out for someone to give him a 5, and they wouldn't do it. So he'd give himself a 5, you know. And he actually made a record called the Campbell Lock because he had some specific moves. He says you have to come out on the floor, get down, and hump your back. You got to kick your leg and turn your hat. Step to your side and give yourself a 5. And shake it and lock it. That's the original raw version. In between that, for the other people that eventually joined the team, they learned that you can bring something to the table. Like I said, Fluky Luke was double jointed and a cheerleader. So he brought some double jointed moves and cheerleading moves. Toni Basil was a well-known choreographer in ballet, so she was able to do her pirouettes and things like that and incorporate it into a dance.
Right.
You know, Fred Berry, that's the one from What's Happening.
Yeah.
He was an absolute character, and he had a concept of slow motion. So he brought the slow-mo into his whole party dance thing. Again, Slim was the robot. So he was a different kind of character altogether. There was Greg Pope, who they called Campbell Jr., so he was an acrobat of another kind. Shabba-Doo was there, mimicking a lot of the dancers, you know, especially Fluky Luke. So it depends. You just need to know that in terms of locking, it has to have some specific moves. The lock itself, where you must lock your muscles, whether you front, point, everything is with the freeze. You got to lock it. Then there's scoops, where you have to kick up, boom. There's moves like the Witch Away, which is that whole double-jointed leg move that Fluky Luke brought to the table. Each character has something specific, you know, and they got famous for their individual moves.
Right.
But what happened, because some of it was choreographed so much for TV purposes, what they call staging.
Right.
People got so used to seeing that, they missed the point that this is really a freestyle dance. Everything doesn't have to be routine.
Right.
And that brings me to Don's ultimate point. You have to be able to freestyle, dance spontaneous. In other words, the music is the boss.
Yeah.
If you see people dancing to different flavors and styles and paces of music, and they're doing the same thing the same way, that's not a freestyle. Because if the music is the boss, it directs you accordingly.
Right, and the music changes, then you have to change.
Absolutely.
Wow. But you mentioned also that locking is a lot about individuality, because if you think about like a Soul Train line, or you think about What's Happening, the television show, each person did something completely different. I mean, it was all in the same like vein, but it was very individual. Like you could see their personality come out in their moves.
Absolutely. In the 70s, there was all kinds of soul dances, you know, and think about it. Most people refer to locking as just a funky dance style, but in all honesty, it's a soul dance. It was created in the era of soul power. It was done primarily to the music of James Brown, the godfather of soul.
Yes.
And it wound up being widely exposed on Soul Train. So people got it twisted. It's a soul dance first. And it left room for people to incorporate other soul dances. The funky chicken, the robot, the penguin, the breakdown, you know? So if you miss that boat, today is where you end up saying, well, these are the moves. You just point, go back, lock, scoop, and that's the dance.
Yeah.
Wrong answer. You know,
So you miss a lot of it, I think.
if you're not careful, you can miss it. Now, if you intend to do it that way, knowing the history of it, then that's done by choice. But if it's done by mistake and you're thinking that you're doing it right, that's when it becomes a problem, especially when you're teaching new people, because you're confusing them. So I have a way of teaching my people how to freestyle, and it starts with their own identity.
I was just going to say, how do you teach someone to freestyle?
Again, let's find out what you do that's naturally good for you. Some people naturally, for example, are acrobatic. Some people are naturally double-jointed. We have to find out what you would do even if you weren't dancing. Some people are natural characters. You know, I remember asking one of my students, what is it that you wanted to do since you were a child and you never got a chance to do? And he said to me, I always wanted to be a clown. I said, well then, when you come to New York, you should go to clown school, 7 weeks, and you will be officially the first clown. And he did it.
Are you serious?
Sure.
Wow.
You have to let people be what they are.
And he was able to bring that into the dance.
Absolutely. He was naturally funny, so just getting some specific training from the formal clown school, it just enhanced that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So yeah.
So tell me about the tour that you're going to be doing this summer.
Oh, we're working on a tour project which is going to include information on the locking in terms of the past, present, and future. So we were able to invite and get Don Campbell, the creative locking, to confirm so that he can talk about the history of the dance.
Yeah.
Me and my students will do the present and the future, and then we'll have some steppers introducing some new flavor of what's going on in the world of stepping.
Now, you are very connected to the world of stepping. Can you tell us about how you got involved with steppers? Because you like manage or mentor, or what do you do with the steppers?
Actually, the steppers are kind of like good colleagues because they work with me in my other company, Circulock, to bring entertainment to the school system under our arts and education program. That's why they're there.
Wow.
So we had done a show with mixing, locking, and stepping in Brooklyn. And we decided that, hey, we should bring this on tour. So I was speaking to the people in charge of the tour and asked them to look at some of their stuff online. And he says, fine, we're going to have all of you guys together, you know.
That's amazing. So you think outside the box. Why can't
Always.
stepping and locking go together? Why not?
It depends on people's imagination.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have to find a way to stand out or you will fade out.
I don't want to fade. No, I'm gonna keep on standing out. So I want to talk a little bit more. We're gonna take a break in a moment, but I want to talk a little bit more about like I don't know if you would call it motivational speaking. I don't know what you call what you do, because I met you first at the NYD Collective meeting last year, and you did this whole presentation on purpose and values and knowing your mission and all of this stuff with the legacy you're gonna leave. I want to talk about that stuff because that's something that I think a lot of us can take something away from as far as finding out who we are, why we're here, what are we doing, why it all matters, and how it applies to us as dancers, artists, and people.
Okay.
So when we come back from the break, we'll talk about that. So stay tuned. You want to enhance your company's web presence with an eye-catching and unique website design? Would you like to incorporate professional video marketing or mobile marketing into your organization's marketing campaign? Mission 101 Media offers a unique marketing experience that will set you apart from your competitors, magnify your brand exposure, and enhance your current marketing efforts. Their services include video production and editing, web design, graphic design, photography, social media management, and now introducing mobile marketing. Their motto is, "We do whatever it takes to make our clients happy." Contact them today at mission101media.com. Would you like to advertise your company's products or services on the Kiner Hour? Become one of our sponsors and get extensive online promotion and advertising for your business. Email info@kinerinterprises.com for more information on our affordable and competitive sponsorship packages. Businesses of all types are welcome. Kiner Enterprises Inc. is the leader in dance consulting, dance resources, and innovation through multimedia. We provide dance studio owners with social media marketing, training, and coaching, dance teacher staffing consulting, and offer extensive resources to dance teachers and dance professionals through the Kiner Enterprises Inc. Dancers Blog online community. If you're a dance teacher looking for work, we can help. If you're looking for ways to grow or expand your dance career or dance business, join our online community for dance professionals today. Check out our online articles, videos, ebooks, and presentations and get access to the resources that you've been looking for. Join the Kiner Enterprises Inc. Dancers Blog community today by going to KinerEnterprisesIncBlog.com and click on Sign Up. That's it. It's free, quick, and easy. Kiner Enterprises Inc., making the dance world a better place every day.